It's Beyblade Day! Hasbro has revealed Wave 5 on Amazon. Plus, in commemoration of the 2025 World Championship, it looks like Hasbro Bladers are going to be able to finally get the original Extreme Stadium. This is ZB News. Hello my championship shrimps, it's your Canadian Beyblade boy ZB, and today is March 21st, meaning it is Beyblade Day, and Beyblade Day means a day of Beyblade news and reveals. And we got a lot of Wave 5 stuff revealed today, so let's take a look at them. This video is sponsored by String, because we use it to launch our bays. The American Amazon website opened up a bunch of pre-orders for the upcoming Beyblades, so let's take a look at them by release date. It looks like the initial chunk of Wave 5 will be releasing August 1st on Amazon, where we will be getting 5 starter packs, 2 dual packs, and 2 booster packs, with a 6th starter pack coming out in October. This is going to be the most amount of starter packs we have ever seen in any wave. Just the 4 CX starter packs alone are enough to fit in a wave, but we also get 1 BX starter pack on top of that. These 4 CX starter packs are Beyblades we have looked at before. They will be featuring the first 4 Beyblades of the CX line. The Attack Type Courage Dran S6-60V Vortex, Balance Type Reaper Incendio T4-70K Kick, Stamina Type WizardArc R4-55LO Orb, and Defense Type Dark Perseus B680 Wedge. Now I have talked about these CX Beyblades a lot in previous videos, so be sure to check out my other videos covering them in more detail, but I just wanted to say it's pretty cool we are getting them so soon. While they will be releasing on Amazon in August, I actually thought we would be seeing these in the fall, because in one of the New York Toy Fair event videos, that was what the representative said. Though with distribution being wonky sometimes, that still may be the case when it comes to finding these Beyblades on store shelves. However, at least when it comes to Amazon in the US, we will be getting them August 1st. Meaning the difference between the Takara Tomy and Hasbro release of these Beyblades is just a little over 4 months, which is actually really fast for Hasbro. I wonder if this will be the case moving forward for the CX line, or if it's just because the World Championship is around the corner and they wanted at least a little bit of CX representation. In past World Championships, whole Beyblade systems the Asia territories had were banned because Hasbro didn't have them. For example, in the 2018 Beyblade Burst World Championship, despite the Cho-Z line being out in Asia for months prior and being used in the qualifying tournaments in Asian territories, Takara Tomy Bladers were forced to use the God Layer aka Evolution line because that's where Hasbro was at the time. But it looks like at the very least, the first 4 CX Beyblades will get a chance to see the World Championship. The next starter pack we are also getting on August 1st is surprisingly a BX Beyblade. It looks like BX Blades won't just be relegated to boosters and dual packs. This starter pack features Scarlet Garuda 470 Trans Point. Scarlet Garuda is a right spin balance type blade that leans more toward attack. It also has a bit of stamina capabilities, but in a meta with Juan Wizard and Sterling Wolf at the top, your best bet with Scarlet Garuda is on aggressive higher stamina bits like Taper, Point, or Rush, or even going all out on attack with bits like Flat or Low Flat. Scarlet Garuda isn't a bad Beyblade. Its vermilion bird motif akin to Dranzer has made it a fairly popular pet blade, seeing some tournament success as a result. Dranzer fans will definitely get a kick out of this blade, and it's better than Dranzer S in the modern meta, so Dranzer fans have a blade they can use without pretty much giving away the battle. It does come with 470, which is a nothing ratchet pretty much. The blocky 4-sided design makes the blade using it more prone to bursting, and while there are blades that can work well with 4-sided ratchets, they do tend to prefer the lower 60 height. The bit is actually the most interesting part of this starter pack. The Transpoint bit is a balance type bit that works like point, but also has the gimmick of a height change when turning the bit. It works a lot like the point bit, and since point is typically considered the best balance type bit in Beyblade X, when Takara Tomy first released this bit, there was a lot of hype around it, and Transpoint was seeing a lot of use. However, the problem was that the short form was much more desirable than the taller form, and unfortunately, its height change gimmick was a bit too easy to do, meaning when a Beyblade using it would latch onto the rail, it may change its height, and possibly even burst in some cases, which really ended up hurting this bit's popularity in the long run. And in the smaller Hasbro Stadium where it's much easier to get onto the rail, I am a bit worried for it. But when it doesn't get messed with, Transpoint can be really strong. Overall, it's interesting that Scarlet Garuda is in a starter pack because it was originally released in a booster pack from Takara Tomy. I am guessing it's the Phoenix buff that's upgrading it. Also coming out August 1st are the two dual packs, one with Cowl Sphinx and Crest Leon, and another one with Gill Shark and Pearl Tiger. We actually saw these at the New York Toy Fair, and I talked about them in my news video. However, something that I noticed is that it does seem like Pearl Tiger is going to be released twice in a row, which is weird. Last month, ToyWiz opened pre-orders up for Wave 4, and one of the Wave 4 dual packs had Pearl Tiger and Talonterra. Once we saw the Gill Shark Pearl Tiger dual pack in the New York Toy Fair, I just assumed that there was some kind of mistake, and that the Wave 4 Pearl Tiger dual pack would come at Gill Shark instead of Talonterra. But now that the Amazon pre-orders for Wave 5 are up, and it has a Pearl Tiger dual pack, either we are getting two Pearl Tiger releases in a row, or the ToyWiz listing is wrong. But with every other ToyWiz Wave 4 pre-order being right, it does seem like we may actually just be getting two Pearl Tiger releases in a row, which is pretty weird unless the Wave 4 one is a recolor. But even then, the Wave 5 one is definitely going to be the one to get out of the two Pearl Tiger dual packs because Gill Shark is a more exciting Beyblade compared to Talonterra that already got a release in Wave 1. Now what's more exciting for me are the booster packs because these are brand new reveals, and I for one am really hyped because we are finally getting Tidewhale 580 Elevate. This release has been long awaited for many Hasbro Bladers because the original Tidewhale release in this specific color and combo was a prize in a Takara Tomy random booster select product, making it harder to get and more expensive. Tidewhale is one of the heaviest blades in Beyblade X and is kind of like the successor to Gill Shark with a focus on smash attack, and with all that weight behind those attacks, it's definitely going to smash. That being said, Tidewhale is technically a balance type, but everyone uses it for attack anyways. Tidewhale is a great blade to get for attack type combinations. It does have stamina issues, but it's still a must-have attack blade. We do also get the 580 Ratchet, which is one of the more heavier ratchets to get, which seems fitting for Tidewhale, though in reality you're gonna want to swap that out for a lower 60 height ratchet since the Tidewhale blade is already pretty tall. But the main event for this booster pack is the Elevate bit. This is a high stamina and attack balance type bit that uses the wide disc to extreme dash while also allowing it to conserve stamina. It also gives the blade using it some good last second stamina, or what the competitive community likes to call life after death. This bit can be used for aggressive combos, but it is pretty much used as the main bit for a stamina Cobalt Dragoon. The life after death capabilities of the Elevate bit is enough for Cobalt Dragoon to make use of it as a spin stealer. I guess every Beyblade generation needs one. Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate is so powerful that the already hard to obtain bit became even more expensive, being one of the more expensive parts in Beyblade X. But with the upcoming Hasbro release, it's now going to be more accessible. Overall, this is going to be a must-have booster pack because it comes with a great blade for attack, that being Tidewhale, and a must-have competitive bit, that being Elevate. The other booster pack from Wave 5 that's also coming out on August 1st is Dagger Dran 470 Quake. It feels like these days we are getting a lot of 470 ratchets and Quake bits, though at least the Quake bit is solid despite being a meme part because of its jumping capabilities. At least it's fast and aggressive enough to be worth using. We do get a nice orange recolor of Dagger Dran, which kind of feels overdue because Dagger Dran was one of the first blades to release in Hasbro's Beyblade X. This right spin blade is all about a barrage style of attack. Ironic it's releasing the same time as Reaper Incendio, since they seem to have similar designs. Dagger Dran might be a bit underpowered by today's standards, but it's still okay, especially in the smaller Hasbro stadium. Overall, this is an okay release for Dran fans. I feel like this should have come out in Wave 3 instead, but hey, better late than never. It just feels a bit inadequate compared to everything else releasing in the same wave. Now that's everything from August, so let's fast forward to the next releases coming out a month later on September 1st. That being the exciting Jurassic Park Collab Multipacks. We first saw these at the Toy Fair, but we really couldn't see much about the combos, but now we can. First, let's take a look at the T-Rex Mosasaurus Multipack. T-Rex is a copy of Beat Tyranno, so it's already a must-have part, but now we see it comes with the 180 ratchet and gear ball bit. 180 is pretty niche because of its height, but one-sided ratchets are actually pretty versatile, typically being used to put more weight onto a singular point to hit really hard or to help with imbalances. The gear ball bit is a high stamina bit with extended gears that helps it gain speed quick when it hits the rail of the stadium. It is kind of burst prone, but it has been seeing an increase of use in the competitive scene. It's still a pretty niche part, but I would say it's probably the second most popular gear type bit after gear flat. Mosasaurus is based off of Sphinx Cowl, so it's kind of mid, but it does come with the 960 ratchet, which is amazing. 960 is generally regarded as the best all-purpose ratchet in Beyblade X, thanks to giving the blade using it better stamina and burst resistance. It also comes in a very pretty blue color, so I am really excited for this release. And we get a nice looking Unite bit. Unite is a balance type bit with a mix of stamina and attack. It works a lot like the Taper bit, which is a great comparison to have, and while it does have even more stamina than the Taper bit, it unfortunately loses balance way too easily, turning what could have been an amazing part into something mid. But hey, it's not bad, and there are even bladers out there that actually prefer using it, but it's not an absolute must-have. When we saw this multi-pack at the Toy Fair, I felt it was worth it for me because it has a copy of Beat Tyranno, which is one of the best attack type blades in the game, but thankfully it has even more to offer. The 960 ratchet with a cool blue color is amazing, and I am interested in the gear ball bit because it's a part that I do not have, and I see it a lot in my competitive research every now and again. The second multi-pack we are getting September 1st is the Spinosaurus Quetzalcoatlus multi-pack. Spinosaurus is a copy of Soar Phoenix, one of the best attack blades in the game, so having another copy is amazing. Surprisingly, it comes with the 385 ratchet, which is the tallest ratchet in Beyblade X. This does seem to be the debut of this part in the Hasbro format. While it is tall because of the way it's designed, it's actually one of the lightest ratchets in Beyblade X, and with rumors of it causing damage to the blade using it, it doesn't really see much use. The bit Spinosaurus comes with is a Cell, which is a super aggressive attack bit that unfortunately is a glass cannon that's more glass than cannon, because it bounces from the rail a lot instead of extreme dashing properly, which really hurts it. As a result, it does not see much use. Quetzalcoatlus is a copy of Tail Viper and comes with the 455 ratchet and dot bit. 455 seems interesting because it's the shortest ratchet in Beyblade X, and it's not your typical four-sided ratchet design with it looking less blocky. The dot bit is a high stamina defense bit that looks a lot like Ball but infected. It's pretty decent. Overall, this multi-pack does have the tallest and shortest ratchets in it, but to be honest, I like the other multi-pack more. It's hard to beat a set that comes with a copy of Beat Tyranno and the 960 ratchet. But honestly, I am excited for both of these ratchets because of the blades it comes with. It's just a nice bonus that the T-Rex Multipack also gets the 960 ratchet. Next, we travel another month forward to October 1st. Does this even count as Wave 5 or is it Wave 6? Whatever it is, Hasbro felt that it was important for this starter pack to be available for pre-order. The next starter pack I want to talk about and what I am really excited for is the Sterling Wolf 380 Freeball starter pack. I was starting to get worried that one of the best UX blades wouldn't get a Hasbro release in time for the World Championship, so thankfully we are getting it soon. And honestly, Sterling Wolf is so good that I am willing to get a Hasbro copy of it even if it's not a recolor. Sterling Wolf is a right spin stamina type Beyblade that also has some defensive properties as well. This is in part thanks to its unique gimmick of a free spinning part at the base of the blade, which causes the opposing blade that hits it to lose balance. Sterling Wolf is a really powerful blade that saw the regular class Asia Cup Championship winner use it in his tournament winning deck. A lot of competitively successful decks use a Sterling Wolf in their deck, and despite it being the rare blade that can consistently take on one wizard in a stamina matchup, it doesn't have the same level of hate. So if for whatever reason you are worried about what other bladers think about the blades you use in your deck, Sterling Wolf is a safe choice that's great competitively while not having you suffer through the same amount of side eyes you would get from Wand Wizard haters. It does come with the 380 ratchet, which is okay for the 80 height, and because Sterling Wolf is a blade that doesn't mind being taller than its opponent, it is a welcome addition, though usually bladers swap it for a lower 60 height ratchet or a 980 ratchet. And we also get the free ball bit. It's like ball but has a smaller surface area and it's also free spinning. This is usually considered to be a more defensive version of ball, just like the orb bit, but better than orb. As a result, in the Takara Tomy format where free ball exists in, orb has kind of lost its popularity because many bladers would rather use free ball instead. This is a high stamina part that is one of the best stamina bits in Beyblade X, making it a must-have. Overall, Sterling Wolf 380 Freeball is actually one of the best out-of-box Beyblades in Beyblade X thanks to its amazing blade and bit. Now while the release of Wand Wizard 160 Rush as a starter pack in Wave 4 makes a lot of stock Beyblades look pale in comparison, this Sterling Wolf combo isn't bad, and it's honestly really close to its full power, with you just needing to change the ratchet. And even if you don't, its stock combo is fine. Phew, that was a lot of releases to cover, but we are not done yet. Takara Tomy announced the 2025 Beyblade X World Championship earlier today. Last time there was a World Championship, Hasbro made sure to release the stadium that would be used in the championship tournament. It looks like this is the case again because we can now pre-order the original Takara Tomy Extreme Stadium as an Amazon exclusive, which is amazing. The stadiums are the most expensive products to import because of how big they are, so now it's more accessible. Though with it costing $49.99, the same as the Extreme Battle set, it is on the pricier side for Hasbro Beyblade X standards. This is pretty exciting, and it kind of tells us that the main stadium for the World Championship is going to be the original Takara Tomy one. Is it 100% confirmed? No, but I am basing off my assumption to what Hasbro did last time. And there we have it, a bunch of reveals for Beyblade Day. I'd say from Wave 5, my top 3 must-haves would be Sterling Wolf, Tide Whale, and Reaper Incendio. What about you? Let me know in the comment section below. Special thanks to Chrome Hustler, Sparking Void, ZArc Joestar, and Micah Miller for being channel members. If you liked the video, hit the like button, or don't, I'm not the boss of you, but be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get updated whenever I upload. Until next time, see ya!